evening, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got this really kind of sultry warm brown look going on for you. This is like a nice going out evening type look. I've done my whole face routine for you today, including some contouring. So if you like what you see and you want to see how to get this look, then keep on watching. Getting started, we're going to use Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. So I've just pumped a little bit of that in my hand and I'm going to put that on my face. Today for foundation I'm using the Revlon Colour Stay, and this is in the colour 110 Ivory, and I'm just going to use that on a Sigma round kabuki brush. I'm going to take one pump initially and then I will go in with a secondary pump for extra coverage where it's needed. I get to this point and I always think that I look so scary because once I get all the pigmentation out of my skin by applying a foundation, it just looks ridiculous. So now that I look incredibly scary, I'm going to go in and conceal using my two favourites, NARS Concealer, Radiant Creamy Concealer in Vanilla on my face, and then Rimmel Match Perfection underneath my eyes. I'm just going to set my under eye area now with Roll Rested by Bare Minerals with the Sigma Tapered Face Brush. Just going to pop some of that on this brush and dust it underneath my under eye area. I've just let the NARS concealer sit on my face a little bit just so it could thicken. And now I'm just tapping it in with my fingers to blend it out. And I'm going to set my foundation with the Maybelline Fit Me powder in 120 Classic Ivory with just a big fluffy brush like this. I literally got like this far into my foundation and my camera died, so I had to charge it. So now I'm back and we're going to continue what we were doing, which was my foundation. Well, we are going to continue doing my foundation, or I'm going to continue doing my foundation, and you may continue to watch if you like. So I patted my face, and now I'm going to go in with my NARS bronzer in Laguna. This has never changed ever since I started using this bronzer, and I doubt it will. It's just really nice for, it's a nice colour for fair people like me. Because this is like a really dramatic smoky eye, I normally do my bronzer and I get to the point where I want some more definition in my face because we're doing a really smoky eye, and you know, we're going out to a club, or not normally a club, what do me and my friends do? We don't go clubbing. We go out to a gig, see our friends play more often than not. So one thing I do like to do is give myself a more structured look. So I do go in with Barcelona Beach by Makeup Geek and my NARS Ida brush and contour my face. This is an eyeshadow. It is meant to be used as an eyeshadow, and I do use it as an eyeshadow, but is actually the perfect shade for a contour as well, especially because I am quite fair. So I'm just going to get it on the brush and just kind of drag it where I would contour. And then once the product's kind of off the brush, I just turn around and blend it out. I do the same on my temple, a little bit less product. Once that is done, to blend it out a little bit more, I go back in with my bronzer brush, not with anything extra on it, and just blend out my contour. Next, it's time to go in with blush, and I'm going to use Colourpop blush in Birthday Suits. It's really pretty, like neutralish kind of colour. I quite like it. Kind of suits with the neutral kind of brown smoky eye look that I'm going for today. So I'm just taking it on a blush brush and pushing that onto my cheeks. The next thing I do is highlight my cheeks. Now depending on how I'm feeling depends on how much highlight I use and what colour I use, but today I'm going to go in with an eyeshadow again. I'm going to use this colour just here, and it's by Inglot. I'm pretty sure this one is. It's well loved. I will leave the shades and all that kind of stuff down at the bottom, but I use these two colours here basically. It's similar colours, but I believe one's a bit warmer than the other. So one's called Nylon by MAC, and the other one I'm pretty sure is Inglot, and it's a random number, but the magnets on them ones are really hard, so it's hard to pick out with my nails. But I'm just going to mix them two together, and I'm just going to place that on my cheekbones. That's the kind of intense highlight I like. So what I'm going to do now is just set my foundation to stop it from moving. And for that I'm using my Skindinavia Ultra Fine Long Wear Makeup Setting Spray Moisture Lock Makeup Finish. So I've gone and filled my brows in now. They look kind of scary, but they always look scary at this point. And I think a little rule to remember to make us all feel better, because it generally makes me feel better, is eyebrows are cousins and not sisters, because my left eyebrow is completely different shape to my right eyebrow, and they're never ever going to be perfect. But this is what they look like. I've just filled them in with my angle brush, and I've used these two colours here, so Cocoa Bear and Bitten by Makeup Geek, and I have just gone through them with a spoolie brush just to make sure there's no like harsh edges or anything like that, like so. I think the most exciting part of this tutorial is the fact that I'm using a makeup palette that smells like chocolate. Like, what genius thinks to put cocoa in their palettes and then make it smell like chocolate? I just want to use this makeup palette all the time, but I digress. The palette I'm using today is the Too Faced Original Chocolate Bar palette. It comes with all these amazing colours. And we're going to create our beautiful warm brown smoky eye with this palette today. The reason I'm saying beautiful warm smoky eye is because this look is going to look great for girls with blue eyes or green eyes even. So just think about the coolness of the blueness in your eyes, regardless of what colour blue. They could be grey, they could be bright blue or a deep blue, regardless what kind of blue there is. Those colours will be contrasting to the colour in your eyes. So we're definitely going to go in with the warmer shades in here to do our eye look today, and we're going to create this beautiful sultry brown smoky eye. The first thing I'm going to do is take this colour up here, and I'm just going to refer to it as a white chocolate colour. These eyeshadows all have names according to like the chocolate theme. However, it had like a plastic slip that just sat on top, and unfortunately lost it, and I really don't like that kind of packaging, and I don't like it flipping around everywhere. So I believe this colour is like a white chocolate colour, but I just don't know anymore. I've got this kind of fluffy brush, and what we're going to do is use this just to lay it down on the entire lid basically, because it will help with our transitional shading colours later, and it is also a very nice highlight. I'm going to place it underneath as well. Okay, so now we're going to move into those warmer shades. Before we jump into the warmer shades in here, I'm actually going to go into my my Z palette here and use this warm shade here. I'm pretty sure it's Peach Smoothie. Yes, Peach Smoothie by Makeup Geek. Just getting that on a blending brush like this. And I'm literally going to dust that right above the crease here, just for that little bit of warmth. Okay, now that that shade's on, we're going to go back to the chocolate bar palette, and we're going to use this milk chocolate shade. Again, I don't know what it's called, but it's a little bit warmer than this brownie colour here. Getting that on the same brush, I'm going to run that right in the, just underneath actually the brow bone there. This palette smells so good. Oh my god. Okay, so now I've done it on the top. Basically what I do on the top, I'm going to do on the bottom. So using the same brush, I'm going to kind of look down and bring my palette right up in front of my face, but I'm going to run that right underneath the lash line there, really smoking it out. Like that. So now we've got this really nice haze of milk chocolate colour around our eyes, and it's really going to help with our transitional blending shades as we move darker, darker, darker. So with the same brush, and now going in with this next kind of matte brown colour. It's another, I would say this one's obviously a little bit cooler, but still on the warm side. Doing the same thing, basically. Just a little bit closer to our crease though. Now we're going to move into the third and final matte shade. Actually the third, maybe not the final, we'll just see. And that's this dark chocolate colour we've got just here. And that one on the same brush though, and we're going to be a little bit more controlled with this one. So this one, just try and keep it a little bit closer to the crease and not too far out. You can use a smaller brush if that's what you prefer. And I'm not bringing it in as much either, so we're kind of keeping it right in this outer corner here. Now that our transitional shades are on, I feel like we can basically go in with the eyelid colour now and create that nice shimmery eyelid that looks beautiful, beautiful. So back into this palette, I'm going to go in with this dark colour here, right in the middle there, on kind of like a stiff shading kind of brush. So I'm going to load that on there, and then we're simply just going to pat that onto the eyelid, just to get as much intensity as we can. We're not going to worry about blending it out just yet. We just want to get as much shimmery brown colour on our eyelids as we can. I've placed that shimmery shade on and it looks really pretty. Now I'm going to go back in with the blending brush we were using and looking down just as to not disturb the colour on our lid. I'm just going to blend it, making sure my brush is flipped up so we're not touching the eyelid basically, and just going to blend that out slightly like that. Next I'm going to go in with this shimmery shade just here. It's kind of like a pearly pink colour, and I'm using a concealer type brush. Just going to place that on the inner corner. Next up, I'm going to place a gel liner in my waterline and tightline my eyes, and I'm going to use this brown pencil to do that. If gel eyeliner is not your thing, feel free to go ahead and skip this step, or go ahead and put a nude colour in there, or even a brown colour would look nice. I really enjoy black, dark, sultry kind of looks, so I'm going to do that. Okay, I've placed my eyeliner in my waterline now, and now we're going to go ahead and create like a smoky line of liner on the top with some eyeshadow, just to avoid using black eyeliner, like liquid eyeliner. So I'm going to go in with this dark colour here and a smaller kind of paddle type brush, and really kind of packing that onto the tip of the brush, and then I'm going to go in and kind of press it onto my lash line just there and kind of smudge it out. So now that we've smoked up the top eyelid where the lashes are, I'm going to go ahead and smoke the bottom eyelid out with a black eyeshadow. This is Corrupt by Makeup Geek. This is also just I'm also going to use that just to set the eyeshadow that's the eyeliner, sorry, that's on my waterline. It will just stop it from moving and kind of make it stay put all night. Up next is the fact that we're almost done, and I'm hoping my camera doesn't die again. But the last few steps, I've got my eyelash curler and mascara. I'm just going to curl and mascara my eyelashes and prep them for some false eyelashes. Alright, so I did only put one light coat of mascara on because we will be wearing false eyelashes. So I just really wanted them to be coated in black so they weren't, you know, all skin colours from my powders and all that kind of stuff. Just so they can blend into the eyelashes a bit better and look a bit more believable, although it really doesn't matter. It blends better, basically. I'm going to be using these eyelashes here. They're by the brand Model Rock Lashes, and the style is called Pin Up Angel. They're just these really nice flared, wispy kind of eyelashes. I'm going to apply them just to kind of really smoke it up. What I like to do is bend my eyelashes around my finger like that, just to get the shape nice and, well, to make them a bit more pliable really, and you know, they will fit better to my eye if I do that. So while I'm getting my other tools ready, I do just bend them around my finger like that, like my finger has a little eyelash skirt. And that's the eyelashes done, just letting the glue dry a bit more. In the meantime, we'll move on to the lips. This lip combo is probably my favourite kind of go-to darkish kind of nude nighttime lip for me. So mind the disgusting appearance of this, but this is the Colourpop lippy liner. And I believe it's in the shade Lumiere. I think it's by Kathleen Lights, if anyone knows her. I'm going to line my lips with that. And then I'm going to go in with the lipstick, with a lipstick by Bare Minerals. And it's the Marvelous Moxie line. And the colour is called Breakaway. And it's just this beautiful kind of really nude, browny kind of old mum colour, I think it is. I love it. So there's a look. I hope you guys really enjoyed. This is a really simple look. It can go with any look really. If you have got brown eyes, it would really pull out those really warm like hazel colours you can get in brown eyes. If you've got blue eyes, even better, you're going to have such bright, beautiful eyes for the night as well. If you do try this look out, I'd love to see it. So check my social media links down in the bottom. You can send me a tweet, or you can tag me on Instagram, or check out my Facebook page. All my information will be down the bottom there. If you like the way I look and if you like the look, please subscribe. There'll be plenty more coming. Otherwise, I think that's all I've got for you guys tonight. So if you enjoyed, please also subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!